Unit 5, Week 4 reading worksheet. Okay, so before we start answering the worksheet, we need to revise the meaning of our vocabulary words. Okay, the first vocabulary word is nervous. Nervous means to be afraid or worried about something. Okay, like on your first day of school, you were nervous. When you're worried about a quiz, you can be nervous. The second word is squeaky. Squeaky is a high-pitched sound. Okay, a sound that can be made by an old gate. You know, when you open the gate of an old house, sometimes the metal becomes old. So when you open it, it makes like a sound like when you open it, it makes like a squeaky or a high-pitched sound. So squeaky is a kind of sound that is made by an old door or an old gate, or can be made by a sound of an animal, okay? Like a mouse. Volume. Volume is the level of sound, okay? Is it low? Is it medium? Is it high? So volume is the level of a sound, okay? Like you have on your phone to raise, to turn up and turn down the volume of the sound of your phone. Scrambled. Scrambled means to climb or to walk quickly. Okay? Suddenly. Suddenly means to happen so fast without noticing. Okay, so for something to happen so quickly without you realizing that it happened. Okay? Like when you hear a noise that came from outside without you realizing that it happened, the sky can change color before it begins to rain. Someone can appear quickly, okay, suddenly. So suddenly means something to happen quickly without you noticing. So let's try to use these words to complete these sentences. Number 1, can you turn down the blank? Can you turn down the blank? It is so loud. So here something, the sound of something is so loud. So can you turn down the volume? Okay. Can you turn down the volume? It's so loud. And number 2, we blank heard a loud crash coming from outside. We blank heard is the past of hear, a loud crash coming from outside. The sound happens so quickly. So when something happens so quickly, that means it happened suddenly. Okay, we suddenly heard a loud crash coming from outside. It happened, the sound happened quickly, so it happened suddenly. James was so blank on the first day of school. He was a bit scared and worried. When you scared or worried means he was nervous. Okay? So nervous means that someone is scared or afraid or worried about something. So he was nervous. The door made a blank sound every time we opened it. A sound made by a door. So the door made a squeaky sound. Okay, made a high-pitched sound when it opened. So squeaky. My little brother blanked up on the bed when my mother shouted at him. My little brother scrambled means he climbed up the bed quickly when my mother shouted at him. Okay? Page 2, we have our high frequency words. Let's read them all together. Oh. Oh means like you say it as an expression. Oh, what a nice surprise. Oh, what a nice shirt. Oh, I didn't see you. So oh is used to show expression that you are surprised or you are amazed by something. Color, we all know that what color is. Color is like the different shades of red, yellow. These are all color. Okay? Early, to do something before the time. Instead means to do something in the place of something else. Thought is the past of think. Nothing means nothing means no. Like I have, like, for example, there was nothing in the fridge. That means there was no food in the fridge. Okay? My parents wake up blank to go to work. Which word can we use here to complete the sentence? Oh, or color, or early, or instead, or thought, or nothing. My parents wake up early to go to work. Okay? People wake up before the time, the normal time, to do things, before to go to work, to school. I blanked. I had my reading book, but I guess I left it on my desk. I thought. I think that I have my reading book, but I left it at home. So I guess I left it at home. Okay, what blank is your bag? My bag is orange. So the answer is my bag is orange. Orange is a color. So what color is your bag? Okay, I will buy the red shirt blank of the blue shirt. So I will take the red and not the blue. That means I will buy the red shirt instead of the blue. Okay, I will take the red one and not the blue one. There was blank in the bag, in her bag. There was blank in her bag. Her bag was empty. Empty means there was no, like the bag didn't have anything. So the empty means the bag didn't have anything. That means the bag was, there was nothing in the bag. Okay, what a nice surprise. So what can I put here? Oh. Okay, I don't know why every time I try, I forget the exclamation. Okay, oh, what a nice surprise. Okay, so oh, as we said, when you are surprised by something, or you're shocked, or you're amazed, you use it as an expression. Okay, it says here for our story, whistle for Willie. We read the story yesterday and we revised the details. So it says here, write yes if the following event happened in the story. Write no if the event didn't happen. Okay? So in the beginning of the story, Peter could whistle very well. When the story began, could Peter whistle very well? No. Okay? So in the beginning of the story, Peter wished he could whistle so his dog would come to him when he whistled. So in the beginning of the story, he could not whistle well. Number 2, Peter saw his dog coming, so he hid in a carton. Okay, so remember, also after, in the beginning of the story, he wanted to whistle so his dog would come to him. When he saw his dog coming, he decided to hide in a carton box so he can whistle and the dog would look for him. So yes, number 2 is yes, it's true. He hid inside a carton box from his dog Willie. Peter tried to whistle to his dog many times, but he couldn't. Yes, while he was inside the carton box, Peter tried to whistle, but he could not. He kept blowing and no sound came out of his mouth. Number 4, at home, Peter dressed up like a grown-up and practiced whistling in front of the mirror. So when Peter went home, he thought, maybe if I dressed like my dad, like a grown man, maybe I can whistle. So he put on his dad's hat and he stood in front of the mirror and he practiced whistling. Yes, that's true. Yes. At the end of the story, Peter didn't learn how to whistle. At the end, did he learn how to whistle? Yes. But it says here at the end of the story, Peter didn't. So no, this is wrong. Because yes, at the end, he did learn how to whistle. Number 6, When Dad learned how to whistle, he ran home to his mother and father. Yes, when he learned how to whistle, he ran home to show his mom and dad how to whistle. What is the genre of the story? What kind of story is this Whistle for Willie? We said it's a realistic fiction. Okay, how do you know that that is the genre? Okay, how do you know that this is the genre of the story? How do you know that this is a realistic fiction? Is it a real story about a real boy named Peter? Remember, when we hear the word fiction, that means the story is made up and not real. Fiction is not real. Non-fiction means it's real. So fiction. So number one would be wrong because it says the story is a real story about a real boy. So no, this is a fiction story. So it says here, it is not a real story, but the events can happen in real life. So number two is the answer. It's not a real story, but it can happen in real life. Okay? And this is what we completed in our reading worksheet today. Thank you, guys.